I would not want to be that guy, that person who just cannot control their internal emotions.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you
you
lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
What does that
You're
mean?
a fucking dyke. Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your stupid bitch mouth. We live in a carnal world full of warring tribes who are always killing each other, and that's part of the human condition. You can't afford to have your men losing control to emotion.
You're so strong, you should open it.
Yeah, I got to be able to grip it.
Okay, we'll grip it. Let's go.
It's literally slippery. Can't grip the fucker. Like, I got to have a way to grip it.
Jungle.
Andrew, I'm sorry. It's not-
If Andrew trained with me for 3 weeks, there would be no pickle jar in the world or olive jar in the world that could ever stop him. So other than that one little fault here, he is the great debater.
My fingers slip
What a
right off the
backfire.
lid.
All right, so recently Andrew Wilson somehow had an even more embarrassing moment than that tragic pickle jar incident. The guy just keeps having meltdowns over the funniest shit, while at the same time preaching about how men need to control their emotions and stay composed under pressure. You know, we live in a world of warring tribes always trying to kill each other, and this man was defeated by a pickle jar. And you would think that fiasco would have been a wake-up call for him, and he would learn to try to control his temper a little bit at least. But it seems like he's still just on the verge of having a complete breakdown. I mean, he flies off the handle so easily. All you have to do is mention his wife having kids with guys before him, and he loses.
In a debate where you're talking about other people, you're not she brought a personal thing into a debate, which is frowned upon. You're not there to debate his family dynamic. You're there to debate the topic. So yes, if I'm in a fucking debate that is a formal debate that we're there to go head to head against, and you start bringing up my family, I will make you regret it. Very bad.
Loses it. Like, you don't even need to say anything bad about it. All you have to do is just bring it up, and he panics. He's so sensitive. And it's hilarious that he's always talking about how men need to be stoic and ready for war, but then he just crashes out over the dumbest.
I wonder if this simp would just like I'm sure he doesn't have a girlfriend, so let's just go with his mom. I'm sure if somebody was in a formal debate with him and they start making fun of how fat his mom is, I'm sure this dude would cry probably. But most people, the reaction is to like something that's not supposed to happen. You just you do get upset and you do kind of fire back. And hey, he got personal with her because she got personal first. It's called matching energy. And I do that too. If you're nice to me, then we're buddies. And if you're a dick to me, I'll make you pay.
Shit, you know, the guy can barely handle being in the culture war, let alone an actual war. I mean, the guy now has PTSD from a pickle jar, and everyone knows how easy it is to get to him. Like, even if you just bring up him having stepkids, he starts to panic. On another episode, a lady mentioned this, and he acted so weird about it. Like, you could tell he's just so insecure about this stuff, because also he knows.
Because once again, they're not there to debate his children. They're there to debate the topic. Like, this guy just doesn't understand. Do you think formal debaters just go in to talk about their family? That's not what they're there for.
The audience he's cultivated thinks marrying a single mom and raising stepkids is simp behavior. You know, They definitely look down on that, which you'd think he does too, based on everything he preaches. But of course, since it's his situation, he needs to have a caveat for that.
I adore my kids. Like, I love them to death. Wouldn't that take that away from me? Because now I would not even be sure if they were mine.
I mean, forgive me, they're not yours, are they?
No, they are mine.
Biologically?
Yeah. I have biological children, yes.
So I'm sorry.
You were misinformed, weren't you? By trolls. But anyway, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
Yes, I have stepchildren and biological children.
So
both.
do you feel that your stepchildren aren't your children?
No, I still love them and adore them.
So I'm sorry, they're not your children, or they are?
They are, but there's still a different relationship.
Okay, so I mean,
it's a different relationship.
You're doing it yourself. I mean,
no, I'm not.
You are
I just told you there's
in the child rearing.
So I guess if you adopt children, you can never love them. That's what this fat girl's trying to say. That if you adopt some children, and they'll never be your children. They're just some little small people that eat your food. No, you start to love them. You grow attached to them and you defend them. You take up for them because you love these children, even if they didn't come out of your own like wife's womb or whatever. But just to have one that you take care of for 18 years that some other guy got in with, that's different. The stepkids are way different than a cheating wife. So they keep trying to bring this up just as a point to get at Andrew. And that's all he was saying. He didn't freak out. He just said, you got the wrong information, didn't you? Because he sees it so much. They're always trying to use this on him because they lose debates. And the easiest way to like derail a debate is to get him fucking talking about his family instead of talking about the shit that he's just destroyed you on.
Stop.
Of children that aren't
This
yours.
is incorrect.
Like biologically
Yeah,
yours.
no, that's incorrect.
So it's a bold move being in the
Yeah, that's incorrect. That sounded like he lost it. He lost his shit. That's what the guy just said. He lost his shit. He said, that sounds incorrect. Incorrect. In a very quiet voice. I can even back it up and show you. Let's back it up and see if he yelled at her. Let's see. I would like to see when he yelled at her. Let's see.
So I mean,
There's a different relationship.
You're doing it yourself. I mean,
No,
you,
I'm not.
You are
I just told you there's
participating
a
in the child rearing
Will you stop?
of children that aren't
This
yours.
is incorrect.
Like biologically
Yeah,
yours.
no, that's incorrect.
So it's a bold move being in the manosphere red pill space
Bold
while
move.
being in a relationship like his. And he's clearly cracking under the pressure. That's why he just loses it when somebody points it out. Like he's horrible at staying composed and not letting his emotions get the best of him. Like when his wife gets brought up in this clip, he has one of the worst reactions you could imagine.
Or one of the best, depending on your perspective, because I loved it. I loved every second of it. I've reviewed it. I've watched it 15 times. I love it.
That's obviously why this clip went so viral. You know, if he kept his cool, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But as soon as the girl he's
And just sit there and let her abuse his wife. Just let her talk shit about his wife. Just take it. Just be a good little simp like this doofus is, right? Just take it from a woman because you can't yell back. You can't get mad and return energy to a woman. Oh, that's crazy talk for a simp like him.
debating mentions his wife's past, he just loses it and starts going off on her. And it's
Again, because that's not the topic of the debate. They're not there to debate who his wife slept with. They're not there to talk about that kind of shit. Like,
assaulting her, which she actually handles well. You know, she keeps her cool and just lets Andrew embarrass himself. So this is such a bad look for him. And it obviously
Is
shows how insecure he is about it, which is funny because he's trying to prove the opposite, like that there's nothing wrong with what she did. You know, he's flipping out. He's like, what's wrong with her having kids with other men? It's like, I don't know. You tell me. You don't sound too happy about it. If this is your reaction, if somebody brings it up,
before he met her, like everyone has a past. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. I'm dating right now. I'm not gonna find a virgin. I'm pretty sure. I'm positive actually.
and you're like, stop attacking me and stop talking shit, it sounds like you're not handling it very well. And then the girl he's debating brings up how he's getting really worked up about it. And she's like, man, you're really red in the face. And he's like, well, it's because I was touching my face. You know, I was being performative about it. And you seem pretty pissed too. You know, he's such a man child and he's just coping like crazy. It's unbelievable.
But the reason is not
Assertions with no evidence.
because I'm not a great orator or I don't make good points or I haven't said things which should be compelling to a person. But Charlie, I just think honestly, you're too fucking stupid to understand them.
So Andrew, can I sell you on my worldview?
Yes.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you
Under
and you lick
your,
you lick sniz.
Under your religion.
Uh-huh. You lick
Yeah, look how crazy he looks. He looks like I would look because he looks like he's in heaven getting to tell this bitch that. I'm sure he's wanted to do that for about 5 hours because that's about where that happened. I know I'd be wanting to do it. I know I would.
sniz.
What is that?
You're a fucking dyke. Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your stupid bitch mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby
What did I
daddies?
just say?
Wife with the 3
Sorry,
baby
doll. I'm sorry,
daddies?
dyke. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
Do the men that you try to
Do the women that you try
show
to?
your hatred against?
the
do
women
they,
that you try
convince them
to?
that they shouldn't?
You know,
like,
Charlie, did I
pursue
bring
women? Do they know
Charlie?
that
Did
your
I bring
wife
your
is 5
family?
years older?
Did I bring any of your
You called
family
me
into
fucking
anything?
stupid.
Did I
You
say
called
anything
me
about
fucking
you? About
He accurately called her stupid because she brought his family into this, and now she's going to try and play the victim.
your family being stupid, Charlie?
could.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed, and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people
Okay.
on are bullshit because
Let's
you
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
Chuck, what am I doing? Being
I
married
don't
to my
think
wife?
it's immoral.
Then why? So then.
Under my
So all
worldview,
you did.
that's perfectly
So wait,
acceptable.
Chuck. All you're doing is saying. So Chuck, shouldn't you actually be saying that Andrew? You're doing a good thing
Do you think your wife is a charity case?
by taking care of children who weren't mine. Was I doing a good thing? Whose fathers abandoned them? Was I doing a good thing?
Yeah, you're doing a good thing.
Oh, okay. Well then, Chuck, why did you use that as a form of personal attack on me?
Got you real red in the face.
Okay, my hands were on my face just now, Chuck.
And before.
Because my hands were on my face, Chuck.
Oh,
It was
'cause you're mad.
It's performative, Chuck. I don't know. You look.
What does it matter if his face is red? You did just do what he claimed you did, didn't you? Didn't you? You did try to use something you just admitted was good that he's doing as a attack vector on him. Like that's exactly what she did. She got called out on it, and now she's trying to pivot to why is your face red? That's how women behave.
Pretty angry just a second ago, Chuck. You were pretty
This is what my
upset.
face looks like.
Yeah, so he was going through it because he knows people can see the
Yeah.
irony here of him making a whole career out of promoting traditional values and lecturing women for being promiscuous and making bad life decisions.
Having 2 ex-husbands is not promiscuous. She has a body count of 3. Do you know how many people I would go through to find a woman who has a body count of 3? Do you even know? Like I would slay an army to find a woman who had a body count of 3.
While at the same time being married to someone who has kids with 3 different guys. Like in the red pill space, a single mom is a huge red flag, and they always tell guys to avoid them. I mean, imagine if somebody with the same history
Yep.
as Andrew's wife was on this
Pussies.
podcast or fresh and fit. She'd obviously get cooked by them, and nobody would believe that she's only been with 3 guys. That's what Andrew's wife claims. She's only been with the guys that she has kids with, which, again, if this was a random woman on a red pill podcast trying to say this, they'd all just laugh in her face.
They've been married for 20 years. It is very conceivable that back in the 90s, whenever they got married or whatever, that she had only been with 3 people. She was like 20 maybe, 25, something like that. So that is very, very acceptable. Like I could see that. I did see quite a few women who had lower body counts back then because they wasn't taught to them in schools to go be a whore now. So yeah, back then there was a lot less promiscuity, and look where we're at now.
No way they'd believe her, and they'd think her husband is a idiot simp for believing her. But Andrew thinks his wife is different. He believes her, I think. I mean, also he said when they had a kid together, he told her that they have to do a paternity test or he's leaving them.
Okay, it was a fact, and you brought it up because you wanted to use it as something disparaging, but you can't figure out how it's disparaging.
It's disparaging because it goes against the worldview that you espouse.
What part of me marrying a woman who was
say
divorced
gnarly
goes against my
things- You
worldview?
say gnarly things about promiscuous women and that they're
What makes you promiscuous from being married before? That is the opposite of promiscuity. Like you're married, you're only having sex with one person. I think she thinks because now they have all these weird, crazy marriages where you just go fuck everybody. But back then, one marriage, one person you're sleeping with.
disgusting.
That's not
You're
promiscuity.
You say 3 baby daddies? Yes, that's promiscuous.
Wait a second. Help me out here. How many times have you had sex?
It's certainly under 10.
Yeah, and she has 3.
I knew what you meant.
3 long-term relationships, and I'm one of them. Okay, Chuck. Can you tell
Men
me?
that are
Can you tell me
forever
which one?
tied to her.
Which one of you
Forever
are
tied to her
promiscuous?
through having had children with them, forever tied to her. That's a much stronger bond than a hookup.
Okay, but help me out. You fuck way more women than my wife, and she's the promiscuous one.
Look, I have what I would consider 100% faith and trust in my wife. But I told her,
Well,
I
also-
told her these words exactly. You're going to get the fucking test, and if not, I'm out the door. Period.
Well, also,
And the way Andrew talks about his wife, you'd think she's some quiet lady who stays off social media and focuses on the family and their home. But she's really a vulgar loudmouth that's trying to be an influencer. She also always feels the need to step in and try to fight Andrew's battles for him. Like she's always crashing out on Twitter, going hard, trying to
And you saw he just did the same for her. That's what a marriage is. I wouldn't be with the woman if she wasn't going to step up and fight for me too. That's why you get married. That's the whole reason. Why would you get married if you had a wife that's just going to watch people like beat up on you and disparage you, and she does nothing to defend you? Why would you marry someone like that? He's criticizing her for being a good wife and criticizing Andrew for being a good husband. That's how this too lazy to try views the world. That you have to just let your significant other get beat up in front of everybody, or else I don't even know what he's trying to say that means.
defend him. And one time a girl got in Andrew's face, so then she called into the show and went off on her. And she just
Yes, because Andrew can't punch the bitch, and she can. Like, it's just like if somebody was picking on my woman in front of me, you think I'm not gonna knock him out? Of course I will. Happily. Because you do defend your woman and you do defend your man. That's the whole point of marriage.
does not sound like a traditional feminine lady at all.
Told Priscilla that if she comes anywhere near my husband, she's gonna have to deal with me. I'll fly out there and she could try getting in my face and see how tough she feels then. Because I guarantee if it was me sitting across from your ass, you would not have had that kind of energy whatsoever. That is bullshit. And for you to think that you can physically attack my husband, like get in his face, say you want to take him outside on a national TV show that everyone saw, and then come back in the studio and act like you didn't do nothing, like, well, he made fun of me. Too bad. Are you a child or are you a grown woman? Have some self-control. And if you can't have some self-control, I'll come over there and teach you some. How about that?
And she treats Andrew
I love that. I love that. That's what I'm searching for. This idiot is fucking making, like, that's a bad thing. That's what men are looking for. We want a woman who's going to take up for us because we can't just punch every woman. You know, you get in trouble eventually if they catch you.
like a child. She always acts like she needs to step in and protect him, and she does everything for him. It's so embarrassing. But Andrew seems to have no shame about it.
It's embarrassing to have a live-at-home wife that does everything for you. That's so embarrassing. Yeah, sign me up for that embarrassment. Please find me one.
Like, he completely relies on his wife. I think his wife is more independent than he is. I mean, it sounds like he'd be totally lost without her. Like, when she talks about taking care of him, it sounds like she's literally taking care of a child.
Andrew, when
Yes.
Rachel said that she does all domestic chores, is there anything you do? I mean, do you...
Domestic chores. How is that taking care of you like a child? She doesn't have to work. She stays home and does the domestic chores. That's the agreement. This guy acts like he doesn't know what marriage even is. It's just, yeah, y'all just live together and she goes and fucks other people. That's what marriage is today. No, bitch. Everybody doesn't live by that. Marriage is supposed to be exactly what they show. He makes people want to get married because of the way they behave towards each other.
You put the bins out? Do you the trash out? I mean, what do you do anything?
I don't do shit.
Andrew has never done a house chore ever in 17 years. I do all of that. I bring him his food. I bring him his drinks. I keep track of his schedule.
My wife foresees my needs before I foresee my needs. She knows what I want to eat before I even know what I want to eat.
I doubt it.
She knows what it is that I want before I know what it is that I want. She foresees all of my needs.
So she runs this man's life. It's pathetic.
A minute ago, she was just a simp for him. Now she runs his life because she, fetches him a drink and fixes his dinner for him. Oh my God, that's so scary. Why do we let people do that in today's age? Like, what the fuck?
But then she has to.
What are you supposed to do when you don't have to work? He makes enough money to support her so she doesn't have to work and gives her the gift of being able to stay home. And you're criticizing her because she gets him a drink and fixes his dinner? Like, what the fuck?
Pretend like Andrew's a big, strong, masculine man that she needs to take care of her. And I mean,
I will wager $500 that Andrew would whoop the shit out of this guy. Whoop the shit out of him. That's why you notice there's no picture of him here. You just got George Costanza in the corner. So I would wager that Andrew is a big, strong, tough guy compared to the bitch that made this video.
it just seems patronizing. Like, after he couldn't open that pickle jar, of course his wife jumped to his defense and was like, actually, Andrew opens pickle jars at home all the time. Like, that is so embarrassing that your wife has to come out and say that about you. And honestly, she's probably the one that opens the pickle jars. Like, when they asked him to open one, he seemed frightened. He's probably like, wait, my wife usually does this for me.
Come on, you can do it.
Put it right side up.
Does he look like a bodybuilder to you? Does he look like he makes his living by getting into a gym every day? Is that what it looks like? He smokes cigarettes and drinks on stream every night. Does it look like he's like the epitome of health? I don't think that is his message. I don't think he's ever told people to strive for that, which I kind of disagree with. I think they should try to be healthier, but that's their message. They're not worried about that because they're religious. So what the fuck? What the fuck?
You can do it. You got this.
All right, bro. I can't do it. Here.
All right. Oh my God. I guess, yeah, Andrew, go ahead.
I'm supposed to open the pickle jar?
Make a video.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I do. This seems a little immature now.
And his wife watches all of Andrew's appearances, so she must have been dying inside seeing this and seeing him crash out over her past on that other episode, which she eventually called into and started going off.
Rachel seems to indicate she'd like to do a call-in with your permission.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to go have a smoke.
No, I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, no. He talked a bunch of shit. Now it's your turn.
To support the patriarchy. I'm kind of like the secretary that helps the patriarchy, and I just happen to be really fucking good at it. So if you ever want to talk more shit, let me know and I'll set up a debate with you, and I'll make you look 10 times stupider than even Andrew has.
Okay.
So you're the one who should get back in the kitchen, because you're useless. I don't know what you contribute to society.
So these two have a bizarre relationship. You know, usually red
A bizarre relationship where he takes up for her, she takes up for him, and he lets her live at home so she can take care of all the housework, feed him, and have his drink ready when he's home. That's bizarre. What's bizarre about that? Like, that was just the norm when I was a child. That's just, if you were lucky enough to have a husband who could provide enough to where you didn't have to work, then you stayed home and you took care of dinner and you took care of all the stuff. It's only in today's world where the woman stays home and then he still has to make his own dinner and he still has to do his own laundry and cut the grass and do everything else. There's not even a point for a woman today if they're not going to do anything they're supposed to. Why would you get to stay home? Like, this simp doesn't understand the dynamic, and that's what this video is about. He doesn't understand that women and men used to live just like this. And some of us, many of us, want to go back bad.
Pill guys say it's a man's job to get his woman under control. But I think in this situation, Andrew's wife needs to get him under control. Like, this guy's a mess and is way too emotional about everything. It's embarrassing, but let me know what you guys think. And I just posted a new video to Patreon about the latest Rogan Sphere grifter, Jeff Dye, who lied to Rogan about moving to Texas so he could start a GoFundMe as a ploy to get money from his...
Don't go to this dude's channel. Fuck him.